We have
That's correct.
Aziz Corr Junior online, of course. We will love to talk to him. Basiru, can you bring live Aziz? As you already know, we're talking about Gambian football. The last time when we were here on Monday night, we do talk about the performance of the national team, of course, in our recent games that we played, which was very, very poor, of course, nationwide. You know, people were blaming the coach, people were blaming GFA, people were blaming the boys. But somebody who have played for the Gambia, somebody, you know, who knows a lot about, you know, Gambian football, that's why we invited him on our platform today. Aziz, if you hearing me, welcome to Monday Night Football.
Thank you, Zara. Thank you, Sarah.
But I'm not getting the volume here. I'm not hearing Aziz. Aziz?
Yes, Sarah.
Okay, it's good.
Yes. Welcome to Monday Night Football.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure
All
to be
right,
here.
Aziz. Thank you very much. You've been following, you know, Gambian football a lot. You love Gambia. You know, you did a lot for the Gambia. So far, how impressed are you with our performance? Although we've qualified to the AFCON again, but we've lost two crucial games.
Well, I just want to say hi to everybody who is watching in Gambia or outside Gambia. Our performances, everybody knows that we did not perform well these past games. It's been a while since we played our best football. I think it was the last game we played good was in the AFCON when we played against, I think, Guinea, I don't know, Mali. But all these past games, we are struggling, and everybody knows that we are struggling. And I think we have to look back at what we're doing now and try to improve in so many areas.
Okay. Well, looking at our games, especially the recent games that we've lost, where do you think the problem lies? Looking at the performance of the boys, you know, in both games.
First, I think, I think our problem is the players we these players. That's our main problem now. If we happen to select the right players, I think we are capable of anything now in Africa. But the problem is with the way he select his players, and I don't know how now people see how if you want to play for the national team. I don't know how this coach select players, but that's I think that's the main problem. That's why we are not performing because we are left all of our good not in the team, most of them, and we selecting players who are not playing or who are not playing in the top leagues, and we have players who are playing in the top leagues. I think that's the main problem we're having right now, and
Yeah,
I think we have to settle that
you've
before we
also
go to the
mentioned
AFCON.
You've also mentioned in one of your comments on Facebook, you know, on Monday night, of course, that the coach is not inviting, you know, of all the players that we're supposed to invite. We just seeing, you know, the same face every game.
Yes, Sarah. We all know that it's the same players since the coach started. The same faces we saw like 5 years ago. They are the same people who are still playing for the national team. It's Olinda, Sohna, and and who? Da Sohna and Futi. They are the only one missing because of what they have retired. That's why. If you look at all these players, they have been there. They have been there since day one. And I don't know what is the criteria now to play for the national team. You have to be playing for your team, and performing well, or you have to be there before doing the thing for the coach for the past years. Then he will always select you as somebody who is loyal to him, or we have to perform better in your club.
He has a style of play. Don't you think that his history that this is the crop of players that fit the style that I want to play for the Gambia?
Well, for him, it was working for him. It was working for him, but it's I think it's not working. It's not helping the way I, especially for me, the way I see football. It's not helping the way he's playing. It's not helping the nation, and it's not helping the players. One thing, when was the last time you saw our players moving to big clubs after this after they've been playing in a tournament or being or being nominated? It's only the coach who is being who is being who they are always, you see Coach Tom is being nominated to be in the at the best coach. He's at the he's gonna be the coach of the year or blah blah blah. But for us the players, they will never they will never nominate our players because the way they played, it will never help them. It will never help them. It will never help the team, and everybody knows that now in Gambia, especially the last game we played, when he come out with the starting 11, I have never seen Gambians wishing Gambia to play and lose. But that day I was on Facebook. Straight people are saying that we're gonna lose, yeah, we're gonna lose for the first time.
The tactics that the coach play, and then looking at the days that you were playing, football, playing for the Gambian national team. Have you ever been, playing this type of tactics, being, on the defensive side, not being on the attacking side?
Sarah, I have played against Senegal when Senegal came from the World Cup in 2003, and we never and that time Sangdong was the coach in 2003, and we attacked them. I think Sang played 4-4-2. Even 2008, when we played Senegal inside Senegal, Tom, it's not Tom, it's Paul Put played two strikers. I think Musa Baja was on goal. You have T-Boy and Matthew Mendy. You have Nda as left back, Sohna right back. You have Tian Tuabo, Ibusela on the left. I was playing on the right. Then you have Os Jallo and Diogo Demba. And it was inside Dakar. Inside Senegal, Dakar, it was fully packed. We played we played 4-4-2 and we dominated Senegal. Inside Senegal. And and now the team we have in, I think we have in better players, I can say, or we have in a better team because we have players now who are playing in the they were playing in top teams, and now we play like I don't know, even even Mourinho don't play anymore. Nobody plays like how can you play how can you play and you play eight defenders eight defenders and you played only the offensive players were Musa Barrow, Fadera and Jamano. And if you watch the game, Ablai was playing, Jamano was playing like a right back. And everybody knows that Jamano does not the way Jamano play. And if you wanna play a defensive like like he normally does, I think we need if he's playing like that, you can play with Badamosi. But Badamosi can be a target asked when he came in, he was doing that. I think Balamosi, he can hold the ball, or he can hold the ball and wait for the team to come. They play, or he can make some fouls. But you cannot play that kind of football. Then we expect to draw, or you will be very tired if you are defending. You can defend 45 minutes, but extra 1 minute they will come up with something and they will score us when the legs are dead. And we know that our defense, we were having problem. Omar Colley was not 100%. Omar Colley was not 100%. I don't know. I don't know what he can do, but he have
Tactically,
to change his way of playing.
tactically, in your opinion, the way that we are playing right now, if we play the same way in the coming AFCONs, we're not going to make it.
No, no. There is no chance. There is no way. Me, I prefer to when we play against Ivory Coast. And the worst thing now is we are defending every game and we are conceding goals. How many goals did we concede every game now? Every game we concede more than 2 goals for the past, maybe for the past 3 4 games, and we are defending. We are defending and we are conceding goal. If you look at this Comoros, Togo played against Senegal, and Togo, they came out and played, and they almost win the game. Comoros beat Ghana, and even South Africa lost to all those small nations. And for us, we went to the AFCON. We went to the AFCON and we went up to quarterfinal. Now we're going from square zero to start everything. This is not going to help us, and it's not going to help our players. If I was in this team, if I was still playing football and Tom is our coach, of course, 100% we will go to Tom and tell him that this is not the way we want to play, and this is not the way we play football.
Players or the captain need to speak up.
Of course, yes, Sarah. They have to, because of if things don't go well, everybody will say that the players. Yeah, of course, the players have to step up, but the coach, but 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 the coach and his tactics, it will not work. But the players, now it's time of the it's time. All our big players, they come together and go and talk to the coach, tell him that this is not the way we want to play. This is not the way we want to play. This is not the way we play football. If if the last game we qualified against Congo, after the game, if you had, I was watching snap of, I don't know, it's Hassan or I don't know, Musa Baro, and Musa and Tubabo, Musa and this boy Jamano, they were not Jamano. They were not happy. And if you, they were just saying that if this is the way we want to play every time, one day we will they will punish us. We cannot wait until every game last 15 20 minutes we start to attack teams, and it will backfire. And that's what's happened. What's happened against Burundi. And that's what's happened against Ivory Coast. Against Ivory Coast, it was not a football. It was just a training game. You know when you are training, and it's just tactics, attack and defense. You win. The attackers, they will attack. If the defenders win the ball, they give you back the ball, and then you attack again. It was like that. We defend, we win the ball, Dalonga win the ball and give it to Fofana. Or they win the ball and give it to Kessie. They come out, they attack, we win the ball, we give it to them. If we were defending and we have players that day, we have players like Bajo and Hamza or or Moro, you know that these guys, if they win the ball, they can at least they can They can play two, three, four passes, make some fouls, recover, then we try to build up then we try to build up something. But you win the ball, you give it the ball, you win the ball and give them back the ball, they will attack again. It was just a matter of time for them to score us. Because defending is not easy. The best way to defend is to attack.
Are you satisfied with the technical team that on the bench, assisting Coach Tom?
Well, Alisa, Alisa, he was once my coach in the national team. I can fully remember. I think it was 2005. I don't know, 2006 when we played against Guinea Conakry in Gambia. He was the coach, and I think Alisa is the most successful coach in the Gambia. But I think he's not having the respect they're supposed to give him. He's just sitting there. She's just sitting there, I think, observing, and he's not talking. And Tom, everybody sees that if there is anything, Tom used to go to this, how do you call it, to Cho, and talk to Cho and Ibufai. I think the assistant coach is just a name for Alaisar, and he's just sitting there, and he's not saying anything. Everybody sees that. And for the and there is one thing. I had people are just saying that Joe and Ibufai, they have to get out from the bench because that is not their place. But I think every team, every team, all these days on, the team manager supposed to sit on the bench, because I can fully remember during our national days time, Biri, the late Biri, he was the team manager. He was always sitting. He was always sitting on the bench, and he was always talking to Paul Put. Paul Put was always talking to Biri, and the technical director too. He have to be on the bench. But our technical director is Sangdong, and Sangdong is not there. I think Ibufai is playing the role of Sangdong. They are they are they are on the bench, and I don't know all those white people with Tom. I don't know what is their use there, because only GFF who can come out and tell us that this is this. We we know what's going on there. Well, that's our main problem. And one thing, I just want to know if if this selection of the players, they discuss it to each other, or Tom just select players and tell them that this guy is coming, this guy is coming, this guy is not coming, or this guy is not coming. If they select it together, I think the Gambian people have to call all of those people and ask them why they are still selecting some players in the national team.
Well, we've taken much of your time. Lastly, what advice do you have for Gambian football?
Gambian football. For me, for me, what I've been seeing, I've been following, and I was in Gambia. I have played in the league last year. I was here for last. I was there. I come and play with Real de Banjo. People think that our football is going forward, but it's not going anywhere, because the league is not good. If the league is not good, the foot, our football is not going nowhere. People think that going AFCON back to back, now our football is going everywhere. We have to be realistic, and we have to be honest to ourselves. GFF, they have to come up with they have to come up with plans. It's not about that. I heard what Habib was saying. People don't hate GFF. We don't hate anybody there, because there is one thing. We know football. We talk about football. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about anything. People like me, I have been playing for Gambia. So most of these JFF officers, even from the president to everybody, they will always tell you, you ex-players, you don't do what have you done for Gambia? You ask people who were national colours and represent Gambia when there was nothing and play for Gambia. You ask us what we have done for Gambia. Sarah, we have played for Gambia when Gambia was not having air tickets to lift us to come and play for the Gambia, and we buy our air tickets and come and play for Gambia. You know, Gambia against Senegal 2003. We the players, we are the one who bought these jerseys and come and play for Gambia. If you see the first game I came and play for Gambia, it was against Lesotho. We won 6-0, and I scored the first two games. Still now, I'm having those pictures. The jersey was Reebok. The socks was Adidas, and the trousers, that blue trouser, it was plain. We call it order. We say that we're going to play against Senegal. If we wear this against Senegal during the lineup, they're gonna kill us. And we all come together and put our money and come and give it to Kemo Sise. Kemo Sise buy that Jacko from Germany and bought it. We played that against Senegal. But now, what did they want? What did they want from? Yeah, what did they want from us? We have done that. We have slept at this. All I think almost every airport in Africa. We went to play there. We sleep there at the airport. Come back. Did so many things. For one thing, I can say it. I can say for myself, but I cannot talk for everybody. But I know that there are so many ex-players. They are doing so many good things in Gambian football, and they have been contributing. Still now, we are contributing to Gambian football, and there are most of the ex-players they have in FIFA. I'm not talking about CAF. They have in FIFA A license. I can name you up to 8 or 9 players I know, ex-players. They have in FIFA A license. So to just come and Gambia, if you come to Gambia, what are you gonna do? There are some people. It just don't go apply for the job before they give it to this Tom, and they give it to Tom. Now they say you come back to Gambia and do what? For me personally, I don't have anything against GFF. I don't have anything who is working there, because there is one thing. At the end of the day, is we all want what good for Gambia. If anytime they did good, we always say that they are doing good. But if they are not doing things right, we have to come out and tell them that they are not doing things right. So let them have that in mind. They are not our enemies. We are brothers. Some of them are our uncles, because I have my own brother. He is at the executive. I name him after my son, Modu Musa. But we don't. He is at the executive of the GFF. But me, I told him that even if you are there every day, you are not doing right. I'm gonna come out and tell everybody that this is not right. It doesn't mean that I will sit and fold my hands and don't say it. Don't you don't say anything. And the last thing, for Gambian football to go, I think we have to go back to the grassroots football. That's the way forward, because this year we took some under 15 players to Norway. I wish we have that. I will talk to Tijan. We will find that tape and give it to you guys so that you can see what these young boys have done in Norway. And the worst thing is, I always see GFF, their page. They will always wish this player is having bad day, this player is having transfer, this player is going there. But these small kids, they went up to Norway. They played. The Gambian team. They all before they went to Norway. I think it stopped like 6 years ago. But they never won anything. We went there with these kids for the first time, and we won the trophy. JFF, they don't even show support to these kids because of what Aziz is there. Aziz don't support us. And there is this other boy. They took these small kids to Germany in Frankfurt and they did good. Why JFF cannot appreciate what people are doing? Because one thing, one day, Uncle 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 Gabi Sosha was there, Sidi Gite was there, Kebe was there. All of them they have passed. They are not going to be there forever. So one day they will leave this office, and another some people will come back. They have to think about that. This is not this is not this is not this is not their family thing, or it's not they are not the one who owns the FF. They said Gambia Football Federation. If it is Gambia Football Federation, people will talk because they have say in it. I will never come out and talk about BK Milan, how to manage BK Milan, or how to manage Hawks or Real de Bajo. I will always come out and talk about Gambia Football Scope Football Federation. But apart from that, everybody is entitled to talk about the way we see our football. Sarah, that was the thing.
Thank you.
We have. We just want to tell them that we don't have anything for anybody. And Sarah, the last thing, I think I saw the last time when the coach was here. I think the coach will. You have to come. You have to invite him again and ask him this time why Ali Sow, Yusuf Njai, Sekou Touré, Chuka, and all these players, why they are not in the team. Just Cisse. And one thing, Gambia, if they don't mind, most of these players they will not come to play for Gambia again. Just Cisse, I know he's here in Sweden, and he was one of the best midfield players in the league. You leave Just Cisse, who is playing week in week out in Sweden's top league. You go and select a player who is playing in Sweden Division 4. How can you justify that? And Chuka is playing in Sweden top league. You left Chuka. You go and pick somebody who is not even playing. When Alisson is scoring goals, and you leave Alisson. And another, this I will leave you. But if you look at the way we played, everybody is saying that Hassan Cisse is not scoring. Hassan Cisse is not going to score. If you go back to Gambia during the qualifiers, you can see why Hassan was scoring. Because we have two players. They were playing. Monu Sekabero and this Lamin Jallo Beck. They are the one who is always crossing the ball, and Hassan will score when they cross the ball. But if you look at now, Musa Baro is one of our best players now. But Musa, he's not gonna cross the ball. He's playing on the left with his right. He will cut and shoot the ball. Hassan need the crosses to come, or even Balamosi. If you want to play that, we're gonna have somebody who is good crossing the ball so that our strikers will score. And you know, Gambia, we have a problem. Our midfield players don't pass strikers. Our midfield players pass always side. They never pass. You will never. It's very rare you see our midfield players pass striker, make an assist, and the striker score. So the coach have to be very careful about that.
Okay, thank you very much, Aziz. We've taken much of your time. We say thank you very much for coming on Monday Night Football.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.